New revelations tonight confirming what we've been reporting here for years. The federal government is wasting billions of dollars of your money in the war against terror here at home. An exhaustive new study by Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington. It documents a long list of failed programs, fraud, abuse. Louis Schiavone reports now on how the best government money can buy is not buying us any security.
5 years into its lifespan, the Department of Homeland Security is spending money like crazy and says a liberal watchdog group with very little to show in enhanced national security.
The department is a total disaster. Billions of taxpayer dollars have been wasted on ineffective programs that have never worked as they're supposed to. And frankly, the Bush administration isn't being held accountable for the failures of DHS.
Former federal prosecutor Melanie Sloan directed the 5-year anniversary review of DHS, an agency deemed by the Government Accounting Office to be at high risk for fraud, waste, abuse, and mismanagement. The Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington says billions of taxpayer dollars are hemorrhaging through inefficient programs, including hundreds of millions of dollars spent on unused post-Katrina FEMA housing, an underperforming $2 billion virtual fence border patrol program along the Arizona border, and the expense of the non-performing U.S. visit program.
Over $2 billion has been wasted on this program that's supposed to track people who both enter and leave the country. Well, in fact, all it does is fingerprint them when they come into the country, but there's nothing to track them when they leave.
Said Mike Cutler, a former agent with the Immigration and Naturalization Service.
What is it exactly that we, the people, the taxpayers of this country, are getting for all that money being spent? And how is this making us any more secure? You know, I'm just so fearful that we will get hammered again.
In response to the report, a DHS spokesman said, quote, "This is a completely disingenuous report full of misleading and erroneous information. Their disregard for accuracy borders on the alarming. Had they paid any attention to the countless congressional testimony, speeches, and interviews that we've given, they'd understand just how ill-informed they are," end quote.
Christine, Citizens for Responsibility and Ethics in Washington is urging the candidates to talk about these issues on the presidential campaign trail. Christine?
Louise, that's a pretty strong response from the Department of Homeland Security. They say it's alarming, but do they bring up any specific things that they say this group is wrong about?
Christine, they are really irate about this report from this group, from this liberal group. They say that the U.S. visit program, the border security programs, all of these programs that they mention are not underperforming, as this report states.
As we know, this is not the first group to raise these kinds of concerns. In fact, the Government Accountability Office, as you reported, has raised similar concerns. Louis Schiavone, thank you so much. That brings us to the subject of tonight's poll. Do you believe that the Department of Homeland Security, 5 years after its creation, is fulfilling its job of securing our nation? Yes or no? Cast your vote at LouDobbs.com. We'll bring you the results.